and welcome back to Art with Miss Choate. On Monday was our first episode back from the summer, so I know we're still getting back into our new routine this week with virtual learning. So hopefully you can take a moment with me today, we can take a deep breath together, and we can relax and make some art. So for today, we're going to be focusing on pointillism. I know you guys may have done a video with me back in March where we did pointillism. Today we're going to take it easy and we're going to do simple shapes with pointillism to add value. And value means light to dark. So the closer together our dots are, the darker it's going to seem. The more spread out our dots are, the lighter it's going to seem. So we're going to just pick a simple shape. It could be a heart, it could be a square, and we're going to practice with pointillism in that shape. So let's go get started. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pick our shape. So I'm going to start with, I'm going to do two. I'm going to do a heart, and I'm going to draw it in pencil first. And you don't have to do a heart, we could do a square, that's up to you. Remember, pointillism is a series of dots. The closer together those dots are, the darker it's going to seem. The further apart, the lighter they're going to seem. And so for my heart, I want it to be darker around the edge to kind of cover up that pencil mark, and then lighter as it goes to the inside. So I'm going to simply start by going over my drawn line, and I find that it's easier if I draw my shape first in pencil. That way I'm not having to create it as I go with my dotted lines. But I'm going to fill up the shape with dots, and I'm not going crazy fast. I'm taking my time, because if I go fast, my dots might become more like lines, or I might lose a little bit of control. And I like to keep control over my pointillism. And the dots can start to end up being on top of each other. That's okay, because like I said, the closer together they are, the darker it's gonna seem. So now that I have a good outline of my shape, I can start to bring those points, those dots, towards the center. And we're not gonna have a lot of dots in the actual center. That's going to make it seem lighter. So we're going to have these dots start to seem further apart. And we can even start to experiment with adding other colors to our shape. So as I get towards the center, my dots are pretty far apart as they are. I'm going to add some purple in. And that's going to help give it some dimension, make it seem like it's going further back into space. And all my dots are roughly the same size. I'm not going bigger or smaller on any of them. I'm even going to do a few black, just a little bit of black, right along that pencil line. And I'm going to go ahead and just put a few dots in the center. And like I said, we're not doing a lot in there. So that's pretty much all that's going to be in the center. Now I want to really start to build up lots of dots on the outside area. And this is a really good way to like calm down if you're having a bad moment, a bad day. It doesn't take a lot of concentration. You could let your mind wander. That's okay. It's okay to let your mind wander when you're making art. Especially when you know these are the three colors I'm using and this is the skill that I'm practicing. Let your mind wander. Maybe try to let it be blank. I know it's hard to do. But sometimes when you need to relax, you need to let your mind not think of anything. Just think about each dot as you put it down on the page. And then maybe just take a moment to stop and look, where do you need more dots? Where does it look a little thin, or where does it look a little thick? I think I'm gonna add a few more black dots. You could also decide at this point, maybe my heart's too small and I want to grow, make it a little bit bigger. And you can see that it's starting to look darker on the outside, lighter on the inside. It's exactly what we want to happen. This is a really great technique I like to do, just a simple shape, simple type of art. Do a shape and do points and let yourself relax. And I'm not slamming my marker down because that would hurt my marker. You notice it has a really nice tip still because I'm gently putting it onto the page. We don't want to make our markers splatter. We don't want to hurt our supplies. We don't have a lot of supplies. This is my one set of markers and I'm going to treat them nicely. And you're gonna go until you feel like it's complete. So I like this shape. I like how it's less on the inside, like I said, how it's getting lighter. There's less going on. I'm gonna do one more over here. I'm gonna do a square. I could have these overlap if I wanted to, but I'm just gonna have them right next to each other. And we're gonna do the same principle. I'm gonna do dark on the outside and light as goes in. So here we have our two shapes, very simple shapes done in Pointillism, and you can see how it's darker on the outside and lighter on the inside, and yet I only used 3 colors. I didn't change my pressure when I was putting it down. I didn't use any value other than more dots and less dots. And so it was a way that I could really let my mind relax as I focused on my dot, every dot at a time. So I hope you guys learned something new with our Pointillism video today. I hope that you found a new technique that you could maybe use in another piece of art or keep working on in your own sketchbook. So remember, on Friday, I come out with another video. So drop a comment below if you enjoy doing this or you have an idea that you'd like to see maybe next week or the week after that. Let me know what you'd like to see, and if you enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and remember, subscribe so you get notified every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday when I come out with a new video. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!